Shadow walking, keep in mind if you're wanting to try to do that, then you're going to end up walking for 2 days.
Ooh.
Just FYI, if you got things like detect pattern and stuff, that's a good time for those kind of things. But shadow walking, you consider it to be a 80-kilometer runway. You can cross it fast or you can cross it slow. If you're walking, that's definitely taking the slow option. If you're doing something like you're in a high-power sports car, then that's a much better option for going fast. But it's an 80-kilometer runway or thereabouts.
Yes, quit.
Oh my God.
Hey!
Nice.
Somebody finally went up in something. Yay. Okay, so that's detect power pattern. Let's see what happens. His head explodes, it says. Nice. Freddy's head always explodes. I don't know why. Detect power pattern. Okay, Freddy, you have options now. 4 different possible routes. If you're wanting to go up on the chain, then there'll be lead a small group through shadow, and I'll give you a copy paste of that. Or if you don't want to go up on the chain, I recommend going up on the chain, by the way. But
I know.
You go for detect power pattern power second time in a day, or you can go detect power chaos, or you can go analyze power pattern. Yeah, those are your options.
I'll go up in the chain.
Right, that's lead a small group through shadow. I will copy paste it. This is a once a day skill. And practicing this one is a bitch because you need at least one more person with you.
Yeah.
It could be anybody, any kind of NPC that you want, but you need at least one more person with you, and then you have to try to move everybody through shadow. So that one's a bitch to practice. But if you can get up another notch from that one,
Bumble.
Glenn falls over for no reason. His corpse is on fire. How many magic points was the spell that you were trying?
2.
Right. Roll high-low. Take that much damage. It will either be 1 or 2 points. You take 1 point damage. Zot. It hurts. So, but if you can manage to get past that one, Freddy, then you will move up to something else nifty.
Cool.
Yeah. God damn, the PC's climbing these trees quick. All right. Oh, Logan, we're never going to do that. Yeah, fuck you. I know better. So, right. It's the next day. You guys all wake up refreshed. In Glenn's case, if he forgets to do a willpower roll, then maybe not healed. Do your willpower roll, Glenn. Glenn. He's not healed because nobody likes him. So he's still mildly injured, and you guys go out, and everybody's back there, including the voodoo doll maker, who looks disappointed that you managed to survive the evening somehow, Freddy.
I'm gonna try like. Glenn, what happened to you? Why are you injured?
My magic.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The guy who made the voodoo doll comes rushing over to you. I'm sorry. He hugs you. I didn't mean it.
I forgive you.
Glenn, would you like me to patch you up a little bit?
He kisses you on the cheek and goes back to his wagon.
Oh, sure.
I'll help. Okay, fine.
A little mana burn.
Nice.
What? D4?
It's D3, but I think he was only down 1, so I think that you managed to heal him.
All better.
Nice.
He just needed a Band-Aid and somebody to kiss it better, and he's good.
Oh, thank you.
So,
great.
Are you guys ready to set out on your death journey? I mean, journey?
Do you know the way?
That's a.
Everybody else knows the way. They just start setting off when you ask, do you know the way? They just set off. And Frey's like, I think, everybody else is setting off
I'll
slowly.
just follow them.
Okay. Pretty much it's all human pulling wagons thing and stuff. And they've got like extra big wheels because they're trying not to get it bogged down and
I
stuff.
wanna. If we're going through the Red Forest, I wanna see if I can find the berries for them. The yellow
You're
ones.
a long way from the Vit Forest, sir. The Vit Forest is a fucking distant fantasy for you right now. You're only hoping you can live to the Vit Forest, sir.
Not that far away.
You might die happy just getting to see the Vit Forest.
Not that far.
Right. So you guys take about a 3-day hike through the Middle Plains, which is mostly at this point just farmlands. Everybody has their own little fortress house made out of whatever sturdy shit they can find, whether it's wood or stone, or in many cases, sod. It's a 3-day hike, Mr. I'm keeping track of the days. Take a card for keeping track of the days, Freddie, because I appreciate that.
Yep.
Until you guys get to Alexburg. The ruler of the town is named Nara. She personally comes out to greet your large expedition and says, "What's all this then?" And they say, "We're going to bury supplies for Alex Kinley." And she goes, "Alex Kinley?" Oh, and begins straightening her clothes and stuff. The city is surrounded by wooden palisades and farmlands. You guys on the dirt path that they call a road there. You did meet up with patrols and stuff like that. This is where their soldiers go. Pretty much the Middle Plains is more or less safe. You've never been attacked by anything, and you frequently see hunters and guys with crossbows and stuff patrolling and all that. So, if you ever wonder what happened to all these asshole soldiers, this is what they do with them. The Bleak River goes right by Alexburg because they get water and stuff from here. Everybody fucking cautions you not to touch the water with your fingers, or you may have to amputate them because it's freaky cold.
Oh, I have a play immediately. Full group. Everyone draw a card.
Everyone draws a card?
Yeah.
Hey.
Alright. This card mine.
Does anybody have anything they want to discard and hold on to a round revision?
You gonna toss around revision? I'll take
I'm
that.
asking you if you have junk.
I have junk. I'll take it. Thank you. Trade again.
By the way, if you guys are wanting to spell whore or skill whore or whatever on your way,
Yes.
I'm totally good with that because there's not a lot going on, and at night you guys go spell out of magic points.
Spell.
So that's 3 days there if you're wanting to do that, and soon you'll have more days. Actually, just go ahead and do your other because it'll take 7 days to get to Vit Forest afterward. And it turns out that there's now a rough dirt road because to Vit Forest Northern, if you're keeping track on the map, Mr. I'm keeping track of the map and the days that go by, like a wind in the candle in the web that is my own, I begin again. No, wait, sorry, that's song lyrics. Anyway, but yeah, so it's going to be a total of 10 days from Kinleyville to Vit Forest North. And it looks like there's dirt roads all the way there because the lumberjacks, they have begun pretty much traveling back and forth as well as various lumber. And so it's formed a shitty dirt road. So if everybody wants to do 10 days worth of casting spells and shit, and of course, fumbling like Glenn is, it explodes all over. Oh, how many magic points was the spell that you were casting there?
2.
2? Roll low, and it's on Freddie. High, and it's on Dana.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a sand jet before that, so Dana needs to make a con roll.
Hey,
Oh, come on!
Freddy's
Alright,
heading.
what do I
Hold on.
set on fire this time?
Hold on a second. Did you roll? Glenn rolled low. It's on Freddy. Excellent. Roll high or low there, Glenn, to see if he takes 1 point or 2 from your spell helper fumble. Oh, that's the wrong card there. I pulled.
Hi.
He takes 2 points from you zotting him. And then Freddy gets so frustrated he throws away all of his held items. He goes, Since you're not in combat, it doesn't have a huge bit of difference. Everybody else clears away from you guys while you're fucking practicing spells because they know better.
Well,
I did not make my con roll, Glenn.
aw. You get minus 30 to activities involving vision.
Nice. How long does that last for?
I don't think it lasts very long.
A round or something?
Something I can wait out.
It is duration 2 rounds.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. I'll wait it out.
Are you sure you don't want to just mindlessly attack him?
Glaring blearingly where I think that you are. Listening for the flap of the cape.
There he is.
Does it really make noise?
It's a piece of cloth flapping in an imaginary wind, so a little bit.
I click my fire.
Oh, do you already have
So
the next one? Oh, let me look.
No, I'll get it now. I know what it is. It's fireproof.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll let you take care of that then.
For the day.
One day done. I'm going to try to use my ring to travel through shadow.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It's just right over there. Look at that shadow.
Let's see. It's you have to say the thing to activate the ring now.
I do.
Let's hear it.
Let me see.
Aha.
If it, well, I've got it in my notes. Again, too many tabs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, other than that, there's no roll required, dude. So you can travel in shadow once a day all you want. There's no roll required. It's just, you're there. But you have to be sure to have the poem at hand in that emergency situation when you want to use it.
I'm going to copy it over to my spells as well as in my inventory.
You know, if you had 6 or 8 more computer screens, you'd have everything visible at once, right? And of course, all the kids would want immediately to fucking game at your computer all the time because look at all these screens.
Fire.
Okay, there we go. I'll wait on it.
Seems like the super cold river could be useful for things.
Well, the village does use it for, or the town that you came from does use it for a lot of stuff. Like they keep food and stuff in there, to like a ice box type deal and all that. Yeah. And the problem is that if you take water out of that, then the ice melts, and then it goes to room temperature eventually. So they haven't figured out what the fuck is up with that. Unfortunately, most of all the mages died horribly. So Dana explodes.
Yeah, that was the.
Everybody's at a bonus to get her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can find me.
Okay. So that's probably the end of the first day, almost.
Jesus, if you guys can quickly go through all of your skills and stuff that you need to do, because I'm wanting to cut to Vit Forest, which is a full 10 days away.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
what day
on,
are you on?
I'm on like day 4 of doing
Oh
spell.
my. Oh, I better catch
Do you
up.
want to like say that we did it and do it at the end of the session?
I thought about that, and then I was feeling very optimistic about myself. If I were to crit on one of them and get a
Yeah.
new spell, I might want to use it before the end of
Because
session.
this will take quite a long time.
Well,
Like
I'm
10
stopping
days.
when I get a check on it. Then, like, I'm not
Yeah, well, if you get a check on it,
practice on it.
yeah.
I have
I-
checks in
what-
a few of them.
Well, yeah, of course you
Yeah.
want to crit it. I understand. If it was me, I would just, assuming I had checks and everything, I would just pick one spell and go, okay, I can cast this 4 times a day. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, done with that day. Boom, 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 until I got it. In other words, be selective rather than, gosh, do I want this or that? That'll take too long. Yeah, it should be able to go through really quick. You're pretty much just, your first run over it is, I want to check and everything. And your next run is, this is the one I'm working on to get a critical.
Fumble meditation do anything?
No, but you see Dana Zool fall over.
Yep. I'll wait until the next day to do more. Next day.
Do either of you have a spare sword?
A spare sword.
You
Yeah.
see several other people hiding their swords and shit. Did you forget a sword?
No, I have one, but I want to
Ah,
practice sword trick on another sword.
ah.
That's okay, I'll do it some other time.
See, if you're Alex Kinley and asked for a spare sword, everybody to throwing their swords at your feet and said, use mine. And accidentally maybe run you through a couple times. No, this one, ooh, I meant hilt first. Is meditation part of one of your spells you're doing, Glenn?
Yeah.
Cool.
Pain in the ass to flip back on the things so many times.
Mm. You know, if you ask him real nice, he might put a meditation button next to your spell thing in the future.
You can make a macro for that as well.
Ah,
Nope.
you want to go outside?
Day 3.
I'm on day 6.
Yeah, I'm guessing once you get in the forest, then happy fun time is over. Because you could be attacked at random by trolls. And you
Oh
might
yeah,
have
definitely.
points for that.
I blow up a rock.
People applaud politely. Yay.
I fumbled my
Roll a d6 damage on your. Oh wait, no. Roll a d20 Roll a d20 magic point loss.
holy shit. That can kill me, right?
No, but it can make you unconscious for hours. The rest of the day will be done.
Even if I go negative, it's not gonna kill me.
Not on that one. Some things,
Okay.
if they take you negative, will.
Oh, I go unconscious then for a day.
No problem. Glenn falls over. It just shows Glenn trying to meditate. He goes, hey,
Hey,
yep, falls
I got
over.
it that time.
Cool.
So I'm on day 8 then, since I skipped a day.
This makes for great radio. Somebody listening is like,
Oh,
fast forward
hey,
fast.
Glenn, want to teach me something? Now I'm
Keep in
like,
mind that takes time as well. Oh wait, no, it doesn't really. So yeah,
What would you like us to try and teach you?
well, I have air, earth, fire,
I'll
shadow.
teach you tech, because that's my thing.
Huh?
I'll teach you tech. I'll try to teach you tech magic.
Crit.
Oh, nice.
I learned a new spell.
hooray!
So this is my teaching for Dana. Nope, sorry. I'll try again tomorrow. I have 2 more days.
I just mashed the teaching button twice more right now.
Okay, yeah, you're good
Speed
point.
it up. Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
get out the way here.
I already have the tech tree.
Yeah, he's trying to teach Dana how to tech.
I do not have the texture.
One more go.
I'll
Nope,
try to
sorry.
teach you guys stone magic.
Nope.
He cannot teach you guys stone magic.
Now, I roll for.
Oh yeah, each.
Right.
So
You
roll
teach
since you didn't say who, roll low and it's Freddy that you can never ever teach stone magic to. High and it's Zool you can never teach stone magic to. That'd be Zool can never ever learn stone magic from you. Please make a note of it. She thinks you said stoned magic and she's not into those kind of substances and stuff.
Can't teach him either.
All right. Apparently nobody gets stone magic.
Day 9 of my spell.
Almost there.
And fumble.
Hooray! Freddy explodes again because he likes it. And let's see. He throws away his held items and says, I don't want it anymore. None of this shit is any good.
And my last day now.
One.
People get more and more nervous the closer you get to Vit Forest North.
Right. I learn a new spell.
Hooray! Fortunately, all the spells are up so you can look them up yourself and figure out what you want to learn and stuff.
Yeah.
Yay. Alright. And I need to do my detect trumps. 7 of them. Oh, detect pattern, sorry.
Yeah. I like how there's natural fuck you points in the learning of different Ember skills. Like Freddy has reached one of those where it's like, okay, I got to lead all the PCs through Shadow plus one other asshole. One more asshole, and I got to do it. And I get once a day. No. That'll be a hard one to crit.
Oh, come on, so close.
Check.
Is Dana all done while these guys are still doing their thing?
I fumbled that one, by the way.
Dana?
How many?
I'm done with the 10 days of trying spells. So
How many days did it was 10?
I was trying to hand this to you, but I fucked up and left it on the table. So see the replenish card? That's supposed to be in Dana's hand. Can you pick that up on the table there, Dana?
I learned a new spell.
God damn.
Damn, you're so fucking lucky.
On fire.
Yep, you found it. Yeah, just stick
Oh,
that in.
I need a fumble, by the way.
Fumble is, once again, he drops all of his shit. He's
Okay.
pretty consistent in this.
I
Apparently,
need to just heal.
Fumble extinguished.
I heal up.
I got a spell fumble.
Everybody can do extra damage to you for a short time.
Cool.
Next day.
Not done yet? Freddy done?
Yep.
Everybody glare at Scott.
Fumble.
Scott, see what happens when we all glare at him? We need to glare at him more often. And right. Name a piece of useful gear that can go away. It has to be something that we've seen come up in the story thus far today.
Binoculars.
Perfect. These will help us to get lay on the enemy. Ping.
Oh wait, did
Ah.
you buy those binoculars, Freddy?
No.
Oh, I don't want
You're trying to paint and then steal them.
Yeah.
Perfect. So there you go.
How about something else?
Are we at the end of our 10 days?
I
Yeah.
sure hope so. We're waiting on Scott, I believe.
I would
Shimmer
like-
dollars.
No.
Buy your money? Sure.
150 Shimmer dollars.
Is that all you have left?
That's all I have from Shimmer.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that.
All right.
Oh, it's Freddie Payne. It could have been our box of seeds.
No.
May I play the plethora of penguins replenish your food stores on our caravan, people?
Oh, no.
First, you'd have to decrease your hand to 4, but then you could.
Anybody have
Seriously,
anything to toss?
I mean, I kind of want to keep my Australian resistance, just in case.
Glenn,
What's the question?
do you have any cards that you would toss?
I thought she was going to say, "Are you listening to me?" What's the question?
Not really. I guess I can ditch the
Um,
am I being followed, though? That might come up when we get to the forest.
The answer is yes right now because there's drovers and a lot of people with you, actually.
But what are you going to throw away?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking first. Because I've got a reroll, reduce damage, a victory, a replenish food stores, and a replenish cards. So I kind of like all of them.
Yeah, I've got a skill 5. I guess I could throw that.
Chose one drover talking there. You know, the nice thing about carrying food is we continue eating it and it gets lighter and lighter.
Not anymore, folks. I'll wait until day 10 to do it.
But yeah, I mean, actually, their current plan is if they can get all the way through Vit Forest over to the base of the mountains, because they're gonna have to put it all on their backs and carry it in, because Vit Forest you obviously can't, use wagons and shit there. But there is a lumberjack camp at the edge of Vit Forest, and so they were going to leave the wagons with them.
Well, I can wait. Now that I've down to hand size, I can keep that until they're at the lumberjack and replenish them. Hey, lumberjacks, here's a bunch of more food. Whoop.
Or if you want to, you could wait until you're all the way through the Vit Forest at the base of the mountains. They're getting ready to bury it, and then they suddenly have a lot more food. Yeah, that'd work. No problem. Let's see. I'm going to call on Freddie because he's got the worst luck. You and your huge amount of companions who are all wearing backpacks full of food and shit like that, they are not ready to fight or anything, but you're going to be going several days. Let me find out how many days through the Vit Forest. And I'm just curious to find out if trolls are going to come and attack you. They normally don't like such big groups, but in your case, they may make an exception.
Do we find the trolls?
There don't seem to be any trolls in the northern Vit Forest, and with a critical luck roll, you also come across the bush thing that you were thinking about going to look for. He's like, oh, look at that. I didn't know this one was here. It looks like it's a bush with strange yellow with purple spots and berries on them that's glowing slightly.
I look at the two of them. Eat it. Well, eat one. Trust me. I look at Dana.
You can feel your buttocks tighten.
I look at the two of them. Just be warned, you need a good, you need to be quite hearty to handle them.
I pick one and I smell it.
Smells like a berry to you. You
You
notice
should
as
eat it quickly, by the way.
it goes, the glow begins fading.
I eat it.
All right. Dana, you want to wait and see what happens to him before you do it?
Absolutely, I'm waiting.
All right, Scott, give me an endurance roll. Lower is better. In fact, you would really like a crit on this endurance roll.
Okay.
I guarantee a crit will make you twice as happy.
Crit.
Well, fuck me.
What the
What's your strength?
Gets 80. Yeah, 80.
80 on the nose.
80 on the nose.
Okay. So let's see. Roll a d6. If you get a 1, re-roll it. You want high. Add 3 points to your strength. You are now at 83. Congratulations.
Nice.
Dana,
That's a one.
he seems like for a while, and then he looks like he just did a big workout, and he's a little bit happier.
This is a one-time thing, by the way.
All right. I'm going to smell it.
You smell it? It smells like a berry.
No, it doesn't. I don't know what
Oh.
this smells
It smells like
Let's eat it.
plastic.
Stuff it in your mouth.
Notice the glow is beginning to slowly decrease.
like. I'm succumbing to peer pressure. I'll eat it.
Eat, 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 eat.
Let's see. Success. Let's see. Success. Basically, his stunned. He was stunned for 10 rounds. Just FYI. You're going through the same thing. What's your current strength?
66, I think.
So it's
Yeah.
under 80. Roll a d6. Now, by the way, if you get a crit, then it's going to be a lot more, like literally double. But if you're happy with your result, which is good, then you get a d6 added to your strength. If you can make a crit, though, on your endurance roll, 2d6 get added to your strength.
No, we're just going to keep it.
Yeah. All right. Roll d6.
Was I supposed to get 2d6?
No, because your strength is over 80, but under 110.
Oh,
The more it is, the less it goes.
I see.
All right. So my strength went up.
Very cool. And you guys continue going through the most troll-free forest ever. It is freakishly troll-free. It could be that you have a lot of assholes with you. But eventually you, by the way, just so you know, let's see here. It is 2 weeks walking along the through the forest. So if you want to make a note of that.
Fuck me.
It's a big, I've been telling people it's a huge forest, but they don't believe me.
It's a very important forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do I need to roll navigation or something?
No,
lead
you're
them
going
to-
along, literally following the river.
No,
It
no,
is-
no. I mean, if I want to show them to the other blueberries.
Oh yeah. That won't be navigation though, because you need detailed maps and shit, which obviously that'd be a direction sensor. Then you could take them to the other berries. Absolutely.
No. We'll get lost. I'm not doing that. No.
You will totally get lost and end up dying in the forest.
That's what happened last time, and I'm not going to do that.
Dana knows her way around a forest.
Yeah, but she doesn't know. She's never been there before, so it won't help.
Yeah.
He'd be like, we need to go to Fit Forest South. And she'd be like, where's that? And he'd be like, I don't know. So, right, you guys pass a impressive 70-foot waterfall. You could try to climb up it, or you can just go around it. It's kind of a long way around, but it's better than climbing up, especially since you've got like 30 guys with you who have no real waterfall climbing skill nor want to try it out. And that is the Bleak River. And then you guys go around the waterfall.
Hey, Freddie, look at that.
No.
No.
And then you continue on, and eventually the Bleak River, you guys are going by. Everybody give me spot hidden rolls at -60 or a quarter, whichever is better for you. Ask Freddie if you don't remember how to do the at a quarter thing or whatever. Yeah, or you just mash the button and hope for the best.
Half.
Half is good, but you feel a bit nervous right in this place, but you're not
Oh,
sure.
no, you did -60.
Oh, he did make a -60. Sorry. You discover like a hidden stone door that looks like it's maybe 3.5 feet tall, a little over a meter tall, and pretty wide. It's got like some runes and shit in it and stuff.
There's a door there.
Oh, yeah. That's the... Logan, that is the dwarven door, right? That goes into the mountain.
Yeah, that's where your new hated enemy lives. It used to be the
Okay,
guy
yeah.
you trade with, but now not.
Yeah, that's the Snowfield clan door place.
Yeah. See if somebody made a really nice map, you would know that already. But eventually, you guys then go around Blood Pass. No reason to go into it. Plus, it's got all these big boulders and shit there, so it'd be a nightmare to get through anyway. And then through the foothills and up to the you can see in the far distance the ice tower at last. By the way, it's probably another 4 days added on there, Freddie.
Okay, hold on. So we went into the mountains, the dwarven door is there, and then further on is the ice tower. Well, further on is Blood Pass, and then beyond that is
Well, you could go to Blood Pass, or you could go to the ice tower. You kind of went around Blood Pass. You definitely passed it though, so to speak. So yeah. Now, taking a look, and this is where all the guys are going to hang out because they're far enough away from the dwarvish thing that they're not worried about the door opening up and all of them getting snatched like children by the gypsies type of thing. I knew some guy who was fucking paranoid about that. I so wanted to get a recorder and have it play gypsy music suddenly in the middle of the fucking night because he had one of those little monitoring things and shit. Just have it break into wild gypsy music. I'd have been so happy. But anyway, they're going to work on burying their stuff. They're going to keep watch. These guys are not the great fighters and stuff. So they're like, hopefully, we'll be here when you get back. If we have to flee, we're going to flee. But we're going to try to stay here. We got plenty of. Oh, did you want to play your plethora of penguins? Now is definitely they are fucking put out because they're like, where did all this extra food come from? Somebody doing the fucking fishes thing again. What happened to that? They bitch a lot, but they bury it. So there's now going to be an ass load of food. You can mark that you have a food cache there. They've also got food strung up in the trees and all that kind of stuff. So, yes, a lot of hidden food caches are there. You guys, of course, you three and only you three know where they are. So if other PCs come here, then they'll be like, you're never going to find this shit, probably. Meanwhile, you guys then creep into the mountains. You get, your super fucking excellent clothes ready. The extra 2 suits that you bought, did you leave those back at the PC?
No, we brought them with.
Buried at the cache type thing?
Wake up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
43. Go to
Pardon?
sleep. I have a question. So, just for the map, because I'm trying to map this out properly. The Blood Pass is connected to the ice tower or no?
Yes, I would connect them because if you're at one, you can
Okay.
get to the next. So yes, good question.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys are all dressed up super warm and very modern things. As you begin to approach the distant ice tower, I'm going to get you up close enough to be able to look with binoculars. It gets colder and colder. You can see your breath very quickly, and you think that unless you're properly dressed, you might end up losing some fingers or toes at the least. Now, you guys are probably over, actually, you got great binoculars, so you're over 100, and Freddy goes, Freddy, you don't detect any pattern within the range of that.
Just check.
You guys are a couple 100 meters away from the front archway of the tower. Looking through the binoculars, go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll at full, please. Hopefully you'll be able to make this. If you can't, the lens cap covers are a simple thing.
By a quarter.
Nice. You can see that there's a lot of shiny whitish blue chunks of ice floating around in front of the tower. They move erratically, sometimes floating low to the ground after each other, sometimes immobile, sometimes they dart more quickly around. They seem to be sticking to the area 50 meters from the tower or less. I'm assuming you're letting everybody have a turn at the binoculars.
Sure.
You other two, go ahead and give me spot hidden rolls at full. If you make it, then I'll go on to next rolls and shit.
Made it.
Lovely.
Spot. Yep.
Okay, everybody, since you've all made it, everybody give me their cryptozoology roll. Yeah. If you can make it at half or better, then you get more information.
By a quarter.
See what going to school got you? Right. You know that they're like, wow, shiny things. And you're like, those are ice elementals. Magic or fire weapons only to be able to even hit them.
Blah.
Can I use my magic glasses with the binoculars?
Not well, no. But I'm sure that they would have no problem with you just going up and approaching them and peering closely at them. Nobody likes my ideas. All right. Plus, he's pretty much got the vital information there. If there's other magic stuff, then you know.
I meant more with the tower.
Go ahead and give me a analyze magic because you're doing your best. You can see the tower. That's pretty much what you're getting right now. If that's what you're after, then it's working.
Yeah, the tower. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great.
Right.
It's magic. Definitely magic. By a quarter, it's got cold magic. It's powered by something that's also keeping it there. Yeah, that's good.
Powered by something.
Yes, yeah. By the way, Scott, since you made your spot so well, and anybody else who rolled under half, there are 20 of these minor ice elementals there. They seem unbound as well, according to your cryptozoology. So, yeah, quite a few of them.
Unbound?
Yeah, in other words, some caster isn't. They're not 20 casters hiding in the snow over there going, my ice elementals will get them.
Okay.
But they seem to enjoy the tower.
So something is power.
And they just kind of float aimlessly.
Yes. They swirl around a tower, not fast, but it'd be like 20 differently abled people wandering around a tower who have to stick close to it, but are kind of bumbling.
Now, when you say the tower is powered, what do you mean specifically? In what way is it powered?
The same way that a flashlight is powered by Duracell.
Oh, okay. But what is it like doing? Like, what is the powering?
You're not really sure on that. You'd have to get a lot closer.
Okay, fine.
I don't know if you guys are feeling that you can take on 20 unbound minor ice elementals or not, but yeah, I don't know if you have magic weapons or fire weapons with you.
I have a fire sword, but
That would be pretty much ideal for fucking taking these little bastards out. Well, a fire bow, in my opinion, would even be better because then it's called fuck you.
Molotov cocktail. That would
Eh,
work too.
maybe. Those are surprisingly hard to use because you need something like concrete for them to land on. A lot of people don't realize that. But if they
I
break
mean, just
easier,
throw it at the elemental.
yeah, but that might work. But these look kind of like little floating chunks of rock, so it may just
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
bounce.
Yeah. All right.
The tower might work, throwing them against the tower, but tower is
Alright.
huge, by the way.
Is there a point of entrance that we can see?
Big, obvious archway.
And that's the only thing. All right.
Sometimes you'll notice the elemental thing will wander into it and then come back out. Doesn't seem that anything's really keeping them out, but they seem to just be happy to swirl around the tower.
How deep is the snow?
It's not horribly deep. It's not going to be slowing you down a lot. You notice the elementals are keeping within 50 meters of the tower. You guys are cold as shit, even in you're just not taking damage because you're in modern day gear, but you're definitely not happy to be here.
Should we try surveillance? See if that gets us any more information.
I mean, they just seem to be guarding the tower.
Well,
Or
I
they
mean,
just live there.
could be somebody comes in and out at midnight or
Oh yeah.
whatever.
He brings the true.
Sure.
No problem. Are you guys wanting to build a fire or something to fucking not freeze or anything?
I mean, so long as they don't see the fire.
You're not sure if they actually can see it. According to Glenn, they can't. They more like have sense ready-made meals skill, at a certain range.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think the elementals would come after the fire, but if anything else intelligent is in there, it would be really obvious to them.
Super obvious. But you're going to need something if you're going to stay here for a couple days. Or even through the night.
So we think that they would attack warm things, but be afraid of very hot things?
According to Glenn, they're pretty dumb. They're pretty much like as smart or dumb as pit bulls. And about as vicious.
I play. Am I being followed?
You're not being followed.
By your stupid cape.
It flaps in the breeze.
Awesome cape.
The only downside is sneaking. Other than sneaking, it's fine. Because otherwise, it's like, somebody have a flag around here? Where's the flag? That kind of thing.
I'll have to roll it up for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's ninja time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was thinking it would be fun to burrow under the snow to sneak past them and through the gate. Or just run really fast.
Are you out of your mind?
Well, you'd only have to cross a 50-meter long thing, get into the archway, which you've already seen at least one elemental is able to go in there. Hopefully not all of them.
There's like 500 more inside.
That well could be as well. You've not, in the half an hour to an hour you've spent here, you've not seen any come out that didn't wander in, possibly by mistake. Like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, no, I want to be outside now. And then they come back out. But it doesn't look like anything keeps them out.
Should I go ahead and roll surveillance?
Only if you can tell me how you're going to keep warm through the night.
Arctic survival.
Ooh, give me an Arctic survival roll. Arctic survival is a fucking fire, but you could, with Arctic survival, you'd make some nice screens and stuff. You can't figure out any of this, though. You look at it and go, "We're gonna die" to the R2, and they just nod at you like, "Yes, yes, we're gonna die."
Yeah, we're dead.
So no, you can't make your surveillance roll. You
Let
guys
me
are
see if I can set something up.
Try again tomorrow.
Well, we still have the what are we doing tonight?
And we'll go to a lower elevation for sleeping.
You guys get out of the unnaturally cold area and find a nice hidden place to make a little fire and stuff. Does anybody have mountain survival or anything like that, or even forest survival?
Forest.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a forest survival roll. Let's see if we make you more comfortable, or if you're just going to spend a miserable fucking night laying on the ground. Oh yeah, she's actually really good at that. Yeah, you guys all have like sleeping pallets and shit. She's. Does anybody have an axe? Small axe?
We probably have one in our survival backpacks.
Yeah. Got
Oh yeah,
the
you got survival
torch
backpacks.
hammer, wrench thingy.
A small axe is almost fucking required for good survival. A knife will work in a pinch, but a small axe is the bomb. Yeah, you guys follow her instructions and stuff and do a bunch of stuff. You now have a little camp that, if you can't figure out how to survive in the unnaturally cold area, you can always come here and it's pretty comfortable. You guys have got set up with food and stuff. She has you hoist all your food up in trees. She says that keep it out of the reach of bears. And that doesn't make fucking Freddy feel any goddamn better at all. Because he's like, "Why aren't our pallets up in the trees?" And she's like, "No, they're down here, but the bears are down here." And then it's this whole discussion. And then, then Glenn brings up, that at least they're not going for your ass. And he's like, "No, I got stuff in there already," and it just goes back and forth.
Wow.
But he doesn't seem happy about
Oh, by the way,
at all.
it's been a month. Has my stick grown longer?
Yes, it is now doubled in length. It is now 5 centimeters long.
So it doubles every time, or is it always?
No, it's always
2.5
2.5 centimeters of growth.
Okay.
So,
Oh, thank goodness it's not exponential.
oh my God. Yeah, you discovered it in your pocket, especially after it got bigger. It's like this big now, and you're like, I mean, and in another month, there'll be a very short pointing stick where you can point at things that aren't far away. That's one of the most useless items I've ever heard of.
It's been 44 days, by the way.
Excellent.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So it's the next day. You guys go there. If you can figure out a clever way to keep warm, you can spend the whole day just watching to see if anybody comes in or goes out. But at night, then you straight back to your wonderful
yes.
made.
I have a way. But I'm gonna need one of your trumps to get back. And do either of you have a trump to the embassy or not?
I do.
Yes, we do.
So there's Santa sleeping bags in the embassy. We can use those. Keep warming. But I'll need Dana. I need your. Yeah, I need Dana's trump to get back, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
If we wanted to keep watching.
Okay.
So are you handing him Dana's trump?
Yeah.
Find him the Trump sketch.
That's a one-time use.
Trump, and it's already been more than a week since it's been made.
Yeah.
It is now, all your sketches that you made are now completely useless. They last for 1 week or one use, whichever.
I mean, you can go there as well if you want.
Got it. Okay.
It's in the embassy.
Let's both go.
Now, Dana, are you hanging out with the binoculars watching the place?
Yeah, I have to stay here if they're going to use me as an anchor, so I might as well watch.
No problem.
Do real work around here.
That's right. And so, right, they bugger off and they get these big, bright red sleeping bags with
Guys are
label trim. And pretty fucking anything that isn't colorblind would be like, what's that red shit over there? Santa Claus, that's what. In sleeping bag form. Now, Dana, as you're sitting there, you're kind of hidden and stuff. And all of a sudden, you can feel this unusual niggling in your head, like, and you realize it's the beginnings of a Trump contact. It's almost like somebody is touching your mind, and you can't tell who.
Yoo-hoo.
Silence.
Do you wish to accept the call?
Yeah, we talked about this before.
A huge picture of them begins to form above you, like a big holograph thing.
Uh-huh.
And you notice that the elementals over there, no response at all. If there's anybody watching from the tower, though, they definitely see it as they get more and more solid, and you see them sitting there with big bundles of red material.
I start going back to the camp out and seeing if it follows me.
Take a card for experimentation. Yeah, you start moving away, and they start kind of fading away.
No.
You hear.
Come back.
I'm not coming back until I get to a better place than where I'm at.
Oh, no.
They fade away, and she goes back to the thing. You guys wait a while and then call her back, and then she brings you through. She has she has to answer the Trump call, and then she has to reach our hand and kind of pull you guys through. So that's how it works. Since you pull off the pattern, it actually works.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you have to have the person's permission. You can't just land on their head.
Yeah, well, you have to answer the call, but you don't know who's calling until you answer the call at your level.
But then you still when you pull them through, you know who it is?
Yes, and you have to want to pull them through. So yeah, if you answer the call, doesn't mean they'll go ha ha and spring out at you, which is fortunate.
Guys, why do your sleeping bags have white fur trim on the edges? Why is it
I
bright
told you it's a Santa sleeping bag.
red?
It's comfy.
Guys, you know what? There's a thing called stealth.
We'll be fine.
We're going to use it to be sneaky and watch, unbeknownst to other people.
Just cover it in snow. It's fine.
Make a blind.
Dana, they have you do more work for them because men are incapable of doing the work. Give me another Arctic, and he takes away the fucking binoculars too. Another Arctic survival roll, Dana, to make some lovely blinds and stuff.
Yeah, it needs to be Arctic because now we're not in Arctic.
I'll take mountain survival as well.
Okay, I don't have mountain. I've got a little bit of Arctic. I've got a lot of forest.
You go back, get a bunch of forest stuff, bring it up. You can support your mountain or Arctic with your forest now, as you have a bunch of branches and stuff. A lot more resources in forest than there is in mountains or Arctic.
Can we help her?
She doesn't
I
seem.
do not accept your help.
Okay.
She despises all of you for some reason. So yeah, if you'd like to try to get their help with the either Arctic or mountain thing, then you can get them to try support.